All right, the Tao Daily Tarot just around the corner. Let's do a quick little heads up here for you. This is the main idea, flexibility. And guess what? You have some help to be flexible. Very powerful juju for your future. Coming up in just a moment. Well, hello and welcome to this brand new edition of the Tao Daily Tarot. Thank you for joining me, whether you're a first timer, long timer, makes no difference. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit that little bell up there at subscribe. What that means is you will, on a daily basis, because I do a brand new reading every day, 365 days a year, you're going to get that notification on YouTube that you have a brand new Tao Daily Tarot reading. And the liking, of course, whether you're a first timer, long timer, always hit that. That's the stuff YouTube looks at. Now, for you first timers, let me give you a quick little rundown. I do archetypal readings. I take a look at the images on the card, try not to add anything in there to the reading. I also only use an 8-card spread. I use 4 different decks, but 8 cards. And the reason is I'm talking about the Tao of Tarot. And the Tao is a very simple, direct path. Alrighty? Plus, another thing that separates me from everybody else is I look at energies. I look at the energies of coming, going, pushing, pulling. The very things that you have to negotiate every single day of your life. Something is always going, something is always coming, something's pushing, something's pulling. That's life. And I call this the energetic weather report. In other words, I do not predict. What I do is very simply let you know what the energies are around you at this moment. Okay, it's like a weather report. Is it rainy outside? Is it snowy? Is it sunny? Is it cold? Is it hot? What's going on so that I can be prepared? That's what this tarot reading does for you. The Tao Daily Tarot is an energetic weather report. It gives you the power, the choice to negotiate your life. I'm not going to try to predict anything. You know where the parts and pieces fit in your life. I want to give you the power, the choice, the navigation ability. I also do something called a hyper shuffle. We'll get to that in a minute. And I try to squeeze this all in a 10-minute package. Give or take a couple of minutes, depending on what the cards are saying. So that's pretty much the layout. I mentioned the hyper shuffle. How about if I show you? And there you go. There is the very quick hyper shuffle. Let's get to the reading today, the Tao Daily Tarot reading. And we begin with a overall card, overall temperature, an oracle card that says flexible. Very important these days, huh? You're trying to make your way through life. Flexibility of one kind or another is always necessary, always needed. Comes in handy, that is for sure. So that's the overall feel of the reading. Let's go to the side with the coming and going energy, and we begin with the 7 of Swords. Alrighty, well, the 7 of Swords really talks about making a decision, alrighty? Deciding that you are going to, at this point, be very stealthy. Now, very often, the 7 of Swords is considered the sneak of the tarot deck. But, you know, it also is the planner. Stuff going on behind the scenes. You don't see it, but it's going on. And the Swords, of course, are thinking. So very likely, there is something that you are giving some thought to in your life. You're not talking very much about it at all. And if you are, it's to a very small group of confidants. But you are doing some planning. You're doing some reevaluating. And you're keeping it pretty much close to yourself. The next card in the coming and going section, we have strength. Ooh, that's nice. Very, very good. And in fact, this might be, in some degree, the cornerstone of this whole reading. Because you are calling up a tremendous amount of strength, of fortitude, probably courage too for that matter, to decide that you're going to start to make some adjustments. You're going to be more flexible because you have a goal. You're just going to keep that goal or your path to that goal secret. The 7 of Swords says, nah, I'm not going to go really public with it too fast anytime soon. Because you may not be sure yourself yet. You may still be working out the parts and pieces. We go to the side of pushing and pulling energy, and we stick with Swords. Page of Swords. Some information, quick information, in and out. Very much like the 8 of Wands. And remember, pages, all of them, change the storyline, right? So the storyline is going in one direction, and a page arrives and it changes. And this, because it is the Page of Swords, has some information, some insight that gets you thinking differently. That's why you have to be flexible, because new information coming in, and that could change your trajectory. So pay attention. The other pushing and pulling energy card happens to be Ten of Pentacles, your values. Okay, you are going to solidify what's important to you. The Pentacles, of course, everybody goes money, 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 which is an interesting conundrum in this society, because that love of money kind of creates all the bad situations. But I look at the Pentacles as things that you value. So whatever that is, doesn't make any difference. It could be your health, it could be your kids, it could be your significant other, it could be money, could be any one of those things. But you are, at this point, I think, re-establishing or reaffirming what your basic core values are all about. Alrighty? And then we go to the first magnifier card, and this is Nine of Swords. All of this flexibility that you're trying to build in is giving you headaches. It's keeping you up at night. You know that you must make some adjustments. You know that you must be flexible. And you know that you want to reestablish a life that means something to you in some specific way. And trying to work all of these parts and pieces out is just, oh man, the ghosts catch you in the middle of the night and you start thinking and thinking and thinking. It's a very uncomfortable situation. Probably necessary in the process, but it is uncomfortable to be sure. But do not fret. Here, the other magnifier card is the glorious sun. The one that gives the energy, the one that gives the stamina, the ones that gives the clarity. You take that and this strength card together, and that is powerful juju. And I bring this up because I want you to understand you have the juice. You have the staying power. I know it keeps you up and worried and it frustrates you, but you have the stuff. You really do. So do not distrust your capacity to be flexible, right? Just like the card, flexibility. And to kind of underline all of this, we go to the vice versa deck, and it's the Fool in the upright position. The Fool, as I have often said, is not foolish at all. The Fool is literally walking by faith. Not blindly, of course, but walking, believing in the best. And it will turn out. As you can see, he is ready for an adventure. The sun is coming up behind him. It's going to be glorious. Not trouble-free, not pain-free, but in the end, he will get to his Ten of Pentacles. Or maybe Ten of Cups. As I saw when I was doing the pre-shuffle, I saw Ten of Cups, and I also happened to catch the Five of Swords in reverse, which at this point talks about termination, leaving something behind, someone behind. Again, remember, we are talking about flexibility, the need for flexibility. And I would guess it's probably not on a physical level, but it certainly is on an emotional level and probably mental level as well. And so at this point, you are going to get your Ten of Cups. You are going to get your wish. You are working to that. You have the idea of what that Ten of Cups stands for. What do you love? Who do you love? You know that already. But you have to drop something behind. And because it's swords, we're talking about a Five of Swords here in the pre-shuffle. What it's saying is you have to change your attitude, change your thinking, change the way you speak about things. Very difficult. Very difficult. But if you want to manifest, you have to be positive in what you speak, what you think, and then what you feel. And that's where the Ten of Cups came in when I was doing the pre-shuffle. Very positive. It's just a question of flexibility, which of course is easier said than done. I understand that. So anyway, that is the read for today. It's a very, very positive read. I thank you very much for spending time with me today. I hope you're back tomorrow because, again, I do a brand new read 365 days of the year, brand new one for you. Also, please like and subscribe, hit that little bell. All that stuff is important to help me grow the channel. And I hope you really gain some power, some insight with each and every one of these tarot reads. That's the whole point. I want to make you better, stronger, happier. Alrighty. So if you join me tomorrow, I'm looking forward to us getting together. If you happen not to be able to, between now and the next time we get together, blessings.